What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. It's Brody here. And yes, I've picked myself up a little wireless USB microphone to up my recording game. Hopefully my voice sounds pretty nice. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the prismatic evolutions from Prismatic Evolution. Prismatic Evolution from, yes, that's right, eeveelutions from Prismatic Evolution. That's a bit of a tongue twister. The reason I want to talk about it is I recently had a look at some of the prices because I have all of besides the Vs, I've got all the VMAX eeveelutions from Sword and Shield. I wanted to see what the prices were doing as I'd like to try to pick some up, grade them, get the set together, and boy, was I horrified by the prices. So today I wanted to go through and just actually compare the prices of the Prismatic Evolutions versus, I don't know if I keep saying I think I just said evolutions. I want to compare the prices of the Prismatic eeveelutions versus the prices of the VMAX Sword and Shield eeveelutions. Now, the reason I'm going to do the VMAX eeveelutions from Sword and Shield and not the Vs is the Vs are even cheaper than the VMAX. So to make it not look as bad as what it would with the Vs, I'm going to use the VMAX cards to do the comparison. But I just wanted to go through some of the prices I had a look at on eBay for some of the prismatic cards, which is actually insane. So I'm going to read them out now, and then I'm going to chuck up a comparison of the price difference to what I paid for the Sword and Shield ones, just so you can see like how different the prices are in this current market as opposed to sort of picking the VMAX cards up over the last 2 to 3 years. So first up, I've got the Leafeon. So these are all the prismatic cards. Leafeon EX 144, that's 600 AED. The Flareon EX 146, $550. Vaporeon EX 149, $430. The Glaceon EX 150, $600. Jolteon EX 153, $430. The Espeon EX 155, $600, the Sylveon EX 156, $700, and then to round it out, the Moonbryon of this generation, EX number 161. I had some, this is crazy, but some sales like at up to $2,000 and $3,000, but I did see one for $1,800. So putting all those together, that's $5,710. But just, let's call it $5,700 just to buy those 8 cards. That's an insane price to pay to buy all those cards. And it throws me off wanting to collect them right now, looking at the prices compared to, especially when I put these Sword and Shield alt arts up, you're going to be like, oh man, this is crazy. So I'll jump over, I'll do the Sword and Shield alt arts, and I'll chuck up the comparison of the price difference, the price percentage, or the difference in percentage of those. So we've got Leafeon VMAX from Evolving Skies. I paid $261 for. Now, these next ones, I give it that. They are the promo. They did come in the promo boxes. So Flareon VMAX was $41. The Vaporeon VMAX was also $41. I bought them in a bundle. The Glaceon VMAX was $220. The Jolteon VMAX, another promo, was $65. The Espeon VMAX was $200. The Sylveon VMAX was $165. And then the Umbreon, again, rounding it out, the Umbreon VMAX, that is, at $700. So, the majority of those eeveelutions were around that $200 mark. Then you had the Umbreon jump up at $700. Whereas with Prismatic, they've all, I think the cheapest was $430 for the Vaporeon and the Jolteon, which is, actually insane. So that rounds it out just under $1,700 for all the Sword and Shield eeveelutions. Now, that's insane. I'm going to chuck up a price comparison so you can see that on the screen there, and you're going to be shocked because there's such a difference in price, and the percentage differences are just incredibly insane. And I think it's really hard to want to collect these right now. Like, after seeing that, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to spend that money. And I'm someone who tries to flip cards on the side so I can buy more of the cards I want and stuff. But this is just like, imagine how many cards you'd have to flip just to get that. So I think the things that I can think of to get around this right now, if you are new to collecting, you want to get these cards, one thing you can do is you can buy the Japanese equivalents. The Japanese equivalents are a lot cheaper, like a lot cheaper. I saw someone selling the Vaporeon EX, which is $430 raw price. I saw somebody selling a PSA 10 copy of the Japanese for $200 posted. So that's, half the price for the PSA 10 in Japanese. So there are options besides, buying the English right now, but that's one of the options, is buying the Japanese equivalent. The other thing is probably just wait. I know there are going to be reprints definitely through EB Games later this year. I know I've got a pre-order from last year that never came through, was for a case of ETB. So there is going to be some sort of reprint or restock that we are going to get in Australia. So that's another thing that you can do. But yeah, it's just like a waiting game right now because they're just so expensive. And My gut feel is that they will. Hope, I don't know. It's hard to say. It just depends on what they do at the printing. But I would like to think that they'll come down in price to a little bit more manageable price for people, because like, who can afford this? Kids can't afford this. Like, it's hard enough being an adult and trying to collect these cards. Anyway, that's all for this video. I just, let me know, are you guys collecting these cards? Were you lucky enough to pull, well, actually, not even were you lucky enough to pull these cards, were you lucky enough to actually buy packs? Because can anyone get packs at the moment of prismatic? I don't know. It's really hard to get in Australia right now. So yeah, if you manage to get packs and you manage to pull one of these, what are you doing with it? Are you keeping it? Have you sold it? Are you going to grade it? Are you trying to collect all 8 of them now that you've got one of them? I'd love to know. Let me know what you're doing with these cards right now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys all next week. Thank you. Bye.